solo playthrough of Oros, the board game. I'm playing as the demigod of the living sun. This is my player color, yellow, versus the two automas, the automa of Fertile Land, the competitive, and the automa of the Great Waters, the friendly, the blue and the green respectively. You need to play versus two automas in a solo game, so this is a must. You can add a third one if you want for more competitive game, but I'm going to play it as it is. This is the side of the board for 1 to 4 players, but also recommended for the solo. And this is the Ascension track. My color here is yellow. I'm starting on the stone at the bottom, and these are the automas, and this is the Ascension track. So they have different decks, as you can see. I'm going to set up the main area as described in the rulebook for the starting the game, and then we're about to start the session. Okay, so first it's going to be me, then the automa of the Great Waters, the blue one, and then the automa of the Fertile Land, the green one, and then back to me. So this is going to be the player turn through the course of the game. So that means that I start. I have 3 available followers for me to assign. The first one needs to be on an island. That is on an unoccupied island. So I'm going to send the first one here. I'm going to put them face down only for the camera to capture them nicely. Normally both the islands and the volcanoes are are standing up, but since it's an overhead camera, I think it's better for visual perspective. But imagine that those are face standing up. So sending there the first one, and then I have 2 more to send that I can send to unoccupied action spots. So I think I'm going to use the opportunity to try to erupt. I would say erupt or form volcanoes. So I'm going to send the second one here. Because I'm on an island, the only way to walk out is for me to try to make pathways, which is important at the beginning. And always the number of the volcano indicates the, let's say, the virtual land masses that are captured in the volcano, which they will erupt, and I put the first one there. But maybe then instead of erupting this volcano, maybe my first action would be to add the volcano, a level 3 volcano. So erupt or form a volcano. I can either erupt or form a 3 volcano. I'm going to add the volcano volume 3. So that's my first action. So adding a volcano. This is now occupied, so I cannot send the third one there. Now what I can do is I can potentially either shift so I will shift a row. I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to shift a row, and then these are going to be moved. I'm going to use this row, to shift this row of tiles over here. So I'm going to try to get on the, let's say, the bigger island, so that I can have opportunities to collide tiles. So I'm going to use this one to shift this this by 1, which again may not be anyway. So this is going to go there, 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 and this is going to go there, like that. Okay, so I concluded my 3 actions, so I'm finished with my first round. So let's get to the automa. The automa of the Great Waters. So they reveal a card. Always that's what they do at the beginning of their turn, and then they execute the card from top to bottom. That means that they will have to execute the card. In this case, this is the area that they're focusing. So it's A, B, C, and D. In this case, this area depicts this D area here. Always start with the action and then see if you can do the first action, then move to the second or the third. and you always focus on the lowest number tile, so D1 if possible, if not D2, etc., all the way to D9, I would say. This is the ascension, so they ascend 1, and this is for shifting purposes. Okay, so this is their card. So the first one, first of all, focus on the area. Then it shows that the first action to do is to build the lowest sacred site possible on a mountain tile. There is no mountain tile here. That means that we move and then place a follower on the sacred tile, just build. There is no one, so we go after the first option to the second option, which shows send one follower to study in the region indicated, which would be in the region D. If there was a sacred site, there is none. That means that we go to send instead one follower on the player mat for standing. Okay, so they go there. Then they shift the indicated row by 2. That means this goes 1, 2. This goes 1, 2, and this goes 1, 2. Correct? Yeah. Then once this is done, we see that they ascend 1 space. So the blue player is going to ascend 1. You can either use just on these or maybe those. So maybe it's a good opportunity for the camera to see them better. To use the tokens instead of the standees. Okay, since it's an overhead camera. And that concludes the turn. Then we move to the second one. If they gain wisdom, this is if they gain 1 wisdom, they gain it only on this column, which would be this one. If it's 2 wisdom, 1 and 1. If it's 3 wisdom, 1 and 1 and 1. So this changes every time on the back of the card. Then we move to the next automa, the fertile land. I like the fact so far that playing the automa is very easy, has a low maintenance, so it's excellent in this way. Again, from top to bottom, column D, we place a sacred land, a sacred tile, and a follower, but there is no mountain to do so. That means then we send similarly a follower because we got the second option there, and this column shifts, yeah, by 2. This is this column, okay, so that's a perfect one because this is going to go down, 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 and here. Okay, great. And they also send 1. Okay, and because they cannot end up here, they just jump here. Okay. Because when you finish your ascension, you count all the spots, but when you finish the ascension, if it's occupied, you move to the next one. Right, so back to me. Now, I have 3 actions, and I can use previously placed tiles. I need to get off this island, so I think I'm going to try to get on the main island. As I said, that means that I need to take this and maybe I can move a section or I don't want to erupt. I cannot do that because it was here already. I need to go into an unoccupied one. That means I need to reveal it so it's available next. So I think I'm going to okay. So I'm going to send a follower to study, and the one I'm going to send is this one. So this one is going to go there. Okay. then I'm going to, as a first action, so as a second action, I'm going to erupt or form a volcano. I'm going to erupt the volcano number 3. That means that it spills within the same tile, and this becomes, from 1 plus 3, it becomes a 4. So that's good, because immediately I have access to this one here. And then I need to make 2 4 ones collide in order to make a mountain. Nice. Okay, so I still have one action. Just move the camera a bit higher so we can have an easier view of everything, especially in the top. Okay, I think now it's better. And for my last action, I think I'm going to I need to make some mountains, right? So maybe I'm going to take this one and move it here, send or return to study, and I'm going to use this one to move it here so that I can return to and get 2 wisdom on my next round. So I'm finished 3 actions, moving to the next one. Right, so Otoma goes here, the Great Waters. So they focus on the B area, which is here. The first thing they need to do is build the lowest sacred possible on a mountain tile. Cannot, so then they send to study. So what they do is they send one to the study because still they have room. Then they shift this row by 2. So let's see how to better do that. So this is going to move 1 1 2, so 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 and 1 2. Okay, there's a lot of things changing, so this is a very dynamic setting. I like it. A lot of opportunities, but you can also have wasted opportunities, and they also do ascend 1. I need to start ascending, otherwise I'm in big trouble. And for me to ascend, I need to start building sacred sites. Okay, and then I send 2. Nice. So I think I'm going to add the volcano. Erupt or form a volcano. I think I'm going to form a volcano again. Sorry, I think I did a mistake because this ascended first and then the green one second and then ended up here. So now the blue one ascends and ends up here. And now I need to play also the green one, right? Because I didn't play the green one, yeah, before moving to me. So again, the fertile land is playing here. So they focus on A, build or send to study. They will also send to study. They are going to shift this side by 2. Okay. So 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, I'm going to stop counting because I'm just going to be saying random numbers, 1 or 2. And then they also send 1, which is bad because they are really running fast, and I'm just starting to get worried that I need to catch them up earlier. Okay, so now it's my turn. I have 3 actions. I'm going to start using these ones not to forget what I'm doing. Okay, so I need to return them from my study to gain 2 wisdom, but before doing that I'm going to erupt no, I want to upgrade this one before I do the ascension, the return from study. Yeah. Okay, so I'm doing this one first. This one goes here. So I do erupt a level 2 volcano, which is going to spill 1 and 1 here. So both of those are going to be replaced by level 4. So this is my first action. That's good. Okay. Right. Then I will send this one here as a second action. Return from study. So I'm going to get 2 of those. One is going to go here and one is going to go there. And I gain 2 wisdom. So this is 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1, 2, okay? And for the third action, I'm going to do this one, which gives me a raptor form volcano. So I'm going to form a volcano, a level 3. Here, and I'm going to erupt 2 volcanoes. One is this one, so this is going to fill up this one all the way up to 3. Yeah, let's do it like that. And the second one is this one, to fill up this one all the way up to 4. Cool. And my third action, no, this was my third action. Okay, so I'm done. I'm not progressing well. I'm not happy with my progression so far. So let's see. D. They place a mountain. So the automa first place a mountain, which is form one mountain on the lowest number map space containing no other land tiles, which is D3. That's good. So they form a land map tile here. Okay. Then they build the lowest sacred tile possible on the mountain. So they would build this one. So when they build the shrine, they gain 1 wisdom. They build it here. And then AX means indicates the region of the map where the action will take place. The map. Okay, so what is X? X means remove from A all my meeples. So I would remove from this area all my meeples. I have none. Okay, that's nasty. And then they ascend 2. Oh, 1, 2. Okay. And since they gain 1 wisdom, they get it on this column. So they already have additional victory points. Nice, it works really nice. Then it's the automa number 2. They build the sacred tile on level C, which is this one. There is no mountain here for them to build, right? Yeah. So they do the second thing, which is to send one to the tile, which they cannot for studying because there is none. So that means send one follower to study in the region indicated, which is number C. There is a sacred tile here, so they cannot send it here. So they go to return, the third option, which is to return 2 and gain 1 wisdom for each. So they gain 2 wisdom. That means they gain 1 here and 1 here. And they also ascend 1, which is here. So the first time this happens, we place 2 mountain, a volcano on the hot zone tiles. So, sorry, level 2, that means 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. Here there is no land tile on it. If a volcano was already present, we need to increase the level by 2 before adding a new volcano. And if a hotspot island tile is sitting over a hotspot on the map, they count as single hotspot and only receive 1 level 2 volcano. And on previous round, when this was uncovered, I need to immediately cover it with a new island. Okay, so now it will get the volcano. So apparently automas are killing me, even though this is a friendly one and this is a competitive one. So I need to start speeding up my game, I should say, because for me to ascend and gain victory points, I either need to return from study, build sacred sites, then I ascend, or reach out the top. So I really need to push the pedal on 1, at least so I gain 1 ascension each round. Otherwise, I'm not going to be doing well. Okay, my turn. Let's take those out. And now I can collide those 2 4 ones. And for me to do so, okay, so I'm moving a set of tile. So I'm using this one to move a set of tile. So those 3 ones are going to move 1 here. So the 4 with the 4 will collide, okay? And they're going to create a mountain. So these ones are removed. And we have our first mountain. That's nice. And these are also moving here, okay? Then I think I'm going to build my first sacred site to gain 1 wisdom and 2 ascension. Okay, so I have a follower here, so I think now it's an opportunity to build a sacred site. So I'm going to use my first action here, and I think I'm going to use this one to send it here. So I'm building my first sacred site. The first one always needs to be this one. Okay, so I'm building it here. I have a follower there, so I can build it. By building this one, I send the monolith. I ascend 2, and I gain 1 wisdom. So I ascend 2, 1, 2, my first ascension points, and I gain 1 wisdom. So the wisdom I need to gain, I think it's going to be this one, so I can move 2. Because I cannot build another sacred site here, I need to go there and build one. Okay, so the second one would be to move a tile set 1 space. So this is going to move here, hopefully be able to collide them. That's my second action, preparing for next round. And then I'm going to form a volcano or erupt. I'm going to erupt this one. Okay, I don't need to be on the same volcano to erupt it, right? For sure, a volcano, per action, stable volcano. Yeah. So this one erupts and pours 2 lava in here. That means this transforms into a 4. Nice. And I'm done for the round because this is my third action. Now, the automa. They there is no number here. Is this a misprint? I don't see number. How come this one doesn't have a number? So which area I'm supposed to assign this one? Checks options from left to right, so you can perform any of the regions. If successful, do not. Okay, if no options are successful, there's no effect. I'm just going to pick another one, really, because I don't know how this translates if there is nothing indicated there. Maybe I'm missing something, but anyway, let's go here to save some time. So focusing on area A, which is this one, and I'm going to build the lowest available sacred. There is no mountain to build there. Place 1 follower and place 1 follower there. So I'm sending 1 to study. I cannot, so I'm returning those 2 from study. So I'm gaining 2 wisdom, and the ones that I'm gaining is 1 here and 1, not this one, that's this one, and 1 here. Okay, then this one shifts by 2 this direction. So this moves here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. This is revealed. So also this one was revealed, so I should have placed that one already here. Anyway, it doesn't change. And this one is placed now. Okay, cool. And they ascend one. Boop. There. Okay, they're piggybacking on each other, so this is really bad. And they're moving faster. Anyway, then it's the automa number 2. They focus on B area over here. They build and ascend. They build and send the follower. If not, they send a follower to sacred space. No, there's no mountain, so they take. Oh no, they can send here if they don't have sacred. So nothing happens in the middle, and they ascend one. Okay, my turn. So I think first of all I need to collide those two. So for me to collide those two, I need to move those here. So this one collides with this one, so it creates a mountain, and this one moves here. That's nice, because now I have 3 mountains close to me, and that's really nice, because next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this one to aim to have it available to building a sacred space. So I'm moving here, journey, so I'm moving 1, 2 here, because I can travel 2 since I have upgraded this one. Oh, I'm really digging how it works now. There's a lot of combo and organization here that pays off. And then I can send this one here to build. And the reason I didn't want to build here and build here is because when I build my level 2, I ascend 2 and I gain 2 wisdom. So I go there, I'm here. Wait a minute, and I need to, so 1, 2, do I need to go all the way up? No, I just need to be, in order to build on the mountain, to build on one sacred space, you must have a follower on the mountain tile or on another player's sacred tile on that mountain to build a sacred. So no, I cannot build yet, unfortunately, because I have to move one more. So I moved 1, 2, and I cannot move up there in order to build. I'm still supposed to be at the bottom of the ladder, let's say the staircase. So I need to move one more space on the same tile. Okay, so so I moved. Okay. I collided first, moved the tile, then I journeyed. And the third one is I didn't build yet because I need to do something else. So maybe then I move here and then I build. And even though it's not the most points, I'm still not missing this one because now I can build. And by building here, I gain again 2 ascension and only 1 wisdom. Well, that's fine because I'm going to be here and I need to be able to move more. That's very, very valuable to reach out other mountains. Okay. That's nice. Okay, so that was my 3. I'm done. Moving to the automa. D, B, or A. You build and then you place a follower. So first on D. So first on D, that means they will go to D1 first. That's fine, because this is D1, and then they build the lowest sacred site possible on a mountain tile. That means that they will build this one. here. Okay, and when they build, they gain 2 wisdom because it's a shrine, and they gain wisdom from this column and that column. Okay, nice. Not for me, for the automa. Area A is over here. So they build, they cannot build sacred tile, there's no mountain there, and then they send one of their followers here, and they ascend one. Okay. Nice. Okay, my turn again. So I'm going now to move one. Here. Then move 2 actually. So moving 1 here and 1 there. 2. And then I build, and I can build my shrine now, which is nice. And this gives me to ascend 2 more. So 1, 2, and then gain 2 wisdom. So one is going to be here, and the other one is going to be here. And the reason for that is now I have unlocked both 1 victory point for all of my followers, and this follower is now available to me. So it's my 4th follower, which I, as soon as I get it, I unlock it on the horizon lines. You may choose to immediately assign your follower to any of your unoccupied sacred sites, or to an empty action space and take the action. Okay. So maybe I need to send it where, take an action. I will send it here to study. The reason for that is that if another person builds, in this case an automa, if they build while I'm studying, I'm gaining 1 wisdom. Okay, so I'm betting here, or better than sending them there. Okay, right, so I'm done with my round. Okay. Am I? Did I do 3 actions? I moved, I build. No, I have 1 more action. I moved, I build. Did I count them right? I moved, I build. And then I have unlocked 1, that's why I was confused. So I have 1 more action. So my action would be to shift. Yeah, I'm going to shift those by 2. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and this 1, 2, and 1, 2. That's nice because Hopefully now I can play here and create some more mountains. There's a lot of activity there, but I focused there, so it makes sense. Okay, I'm done with the round. Now it's the Ottoma's turn. On area B, which is this one over here, they build a mountain and build a sacred space. So they build the mountain on the lowest numbered map land space containing no other land tiles. So B, 1, 2, and then 3. So they build a mountain here. Boom. By doing so, they then place one of their sacred sites, which would be on this mountain, which would be for the blue one, this one. Okay. And by placing this one, they gain 1 wisdom on the mountain icon, which is this one, so it's there. I mean, the Automa plays really, really smooth, like a charm. Very, very easy to handle. I'm loving it. Then it's the green, and they also ascend too. And wait a minute, on level C, you remove all of my followers, which would be here. Okay, none there, luckily for me. Then it's the green Automa, the fertile land. So first of all, they build on D, and they place one of their followers. So for them to build, they would build on D1. That means they take a single one there and they build it here. And since it's a single one, they gain 3 wisdom on the mountain, on the shrine, and on the temple. Then they will remove again from the sea all the players, and then they ascend too. Well, they really gain a lot of... Oh, I forgot for them to ascend, right? So it's 1, 2, and they go here, and this is 1, 2. Okay. Cool. Need to catch up because I'm going to be piggybacking them on them as well. So they're done. My turn. Very, very nice the way you can manipulate all these areas here. So a very thinky game, but with simple rules. Now, it's an opportunity for me to journey. Okay. So I'm sending this one. This cannot move, but this is connected so they can move. I'm sending this one here, 1 and 1 to here. Okay. Then as a second action, I make an eruption. I build 1, 2. I build 1 and I erupt 3 volcanoes. So I build 1, 3, and I erupt 3 volcanoes. One is this one, so 4 plus 4, so that becomes a 4 plus a level 2. Okay, that's my first eruption. Have 2 more eruptions here to do. This one erupts, so it goes. This one erupts, so it goes to 4 plus 1. I'm making a lot of 4s, obviously, because I want to. The excess goes as a volcano, okay? Because I want to collide them. Okay, and the third one would be this one, which flows here, 4. And that goes there, so 2 plus 1, 4 plus 1 in a straight line, so that's a 4 plus 1, which goes there. No, so this one flows. Needs to flow there, so it becomes a 3. So this should have been done here. Okay, and this one becomes here also a 3. Nice. Okay. So my first was journey. You need to use those because you will be forgetting what you do. The second one is this one. Okay. And the third one, but I have a question here. When I move this one here, do these all count? That means that I have 3 plus 2 plus 1, a total of 8, or I just have 3? I think I just have 3. That's an FAQ question. Anyway, I'll see. I'm not sure. I'm assuming that you only move to the maximum here, so I'm not counting also these ones. But when you unlock this, for example, this ability, I have this one plus that one. Okay, so I have 2 volcanoes erupting plus 1, 3, or 2 volcanoes plus making a 3. Okay, so I should be able to, and I can put up to 3 because I moved this one, otherwise I will not be able to have a second one. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, my first action, my second action, and then my third action would be to move 2 tiles. To shift tiles in a row. So that means I'm shifting by 1. So this goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so I'm done. Then it's the automa. Area A, which is this one. Build on a sacred area. Build a sacred site and place, or send to study. They cannot send here, so they send on their playmat. Then the middle column shifts by 2. So this goes 1, 2. This goes 1, 2. This goes 1, 2. 1, 2. And 1, 2. Okay, nothing is uncovered. Hotspots. So, and they ascend 1. Boop. That means now on every island we place a level 2 volcano. Let me see how it's. That means that you place a level 2 volcano on the tiles sitting over the hotspots area of the map. If a volcano is already present, increase the level by 2 before adding a new volcano. Okay. So we put a volcano level 2 here. A volcano level 2 here. A volcano level 2 here. And a volcano level 2 here, which I first make it a first of all, increase its level by 2 before adding a new volcano. So that's a 4 one. And then it becomes, I add a 2 one. Okay, that's a potentially good tile. Okay, the next automa. On area C, which is this one, there is no sacred site. Oh, wait a minute. This one should have been build the sacred site and send it there, okay? So you need to have it in order to send it. And then you send it to study. He won't go there, he will go there. And because this was built while I was studying, no, I would gain wisdom if a player builds, have a follower studying on your own sacred site when another player builds on the same time. So they didn't build, they just placed it, okay? So they send it there. Because when the automa sends for a study, first you select region indicated and then if not possible to the play area. So instead of there, they should go there, okay? Good. Nice, okay, so then it's me. I was here. So they cannot place, so they place a mountain on a C area. So they start with C1 and then they go to C2. They place a mountain there and then they place a sacred space. So they place this one here. And since it's a monolith, they gain 1 wisdom here on this cone. Okay. Then it's my turn. Oh, and the ascent, you remove all the areas from B. B is here, all meeples. And then all areas from D. D is here, so I remove this one. Ah! Bummer. Because when you remove the largest unoccupied land type, no, sorry, this doesn't remove the player. It has the X on the square. Remove the largest unoccupied land tile. Any volcanoes on the tile are also removed. Cannot remove mountain tiles. Largest unoccupied. So this would be D1, D2, D3, this is D4, D5, D6. So it's this one. Okay, that's not bad. And then from B and D. That's from D and also from B. The largest unoccupied, it's B1. No, the largest unoccupied is this one, B3. Okay, and then they ascend 2. So 1, 2. My turn. Right, now let's do something interesting. First of all, we need to collide. So let's move 2 tiles, 1 space. So I'm going to use this one. That's my first action. So I'm moving these 2 here. So boom, they collide. So here we have 2 force colliding. So they're replaced by a mountain. And I'm already there. So I'm potentially able to build my shrine. Yeah. Second one is use this one, so build a shrine. And for that one I'm going to be sending this one. So I take that one and build a shrine here. And again I send 2, ascend 2. And I gain 1 wisdom. So I send 2, 1, 2, and I gain 1 wisdom. My wisdom needs to be this one, I would say. And as a third action, I'm going to use it here to send this one there, and I move this tile here. Okay, they collide. I can do it because I have just abbreviated this one, and they create a mountain. And I'm done. Cool. Blue player. Again, there is no number there. I sent. Does this mean that I sent everywhere? Or maybe this is because it's a friendly, so it's easier. So they don't do this action, I suppose. Yeah. But they do shift this tile by 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Okay. Cool. No ascension, so they go here. A or B, they build and they ascend. They start from A. Okay, this is a green one. So they can build for sure because they have this one. And they build it here. They build on the lowest because they can build on both of them. So place one follower onto the sacred site, just build. Okay, so let's see. So this is A4. And this is A5, so they first build here. Okay, so not this one, that one. That's a good one because I can also use it. Since it's a monolith, they gain 1 wisdom to the top one, so this column here. And they also place someone to study there as well. Okay. My turn now. And I think the same should have been done here, but I forgot to add it because they would most probably have added, yeah, a follower there. Okay. Then, my turn. Very much looking forward to this because I can send my first one to journey. So I have 3 journey to make. So that's 1, 2, and then I build. And actually I can also do send 1, 3. I move them on one of my shrines. Okay, because how do I add more? I can first you must unlock the ability, then send them to study or on an occupied space, sacred sites using a study action. Using a study action. Okay. And so then, before journeying, maybe what I should have done is... Anyway, so I journey, I move 2, I cannot move, I don't want to move the other one. I leave it as it is for the moment. But what I do is I send it as a second action here. This one. So for the third one, let's say I move this one. Okay, so I need to put also one. The second one I move this one to journey. The second one I move this one to build. So I can build this one. which allows me, they are studying, so that means that they gain 1 wisdom, and this is a green player, so they gain it here. But myself, I build a shrine, so I send 2, and I gain 2 wisdom. And the 2 wisdom I'm gaining is, first of all, this one. No, this one. No. This one. First of all, this one. And then this one. I'm trying to unlock this one because it's going to give me 2 victory points for all my followers. And then possibly move this one because I already have 3 shrines. So I'm going to get 6 points from there. Let's see. And as a third action, I wouldn't have used this one, I would have used that one. Because as a third action I can use this one to shift tiles. So I'm shifting by 1, 2. So this will shift 1, 2. So, and this one there. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. The reason is I want to get those close so I can build the shrine, and this one goes there. 1. Yep. Done. Automa's turn. On C area, here, place a follower on a shrine. They cannot do that. Then they go to A area, which is this one. So they start with this one, then they go to that one. Okay? But I'm not here. I should be here. Okay? So they cannot do that one. Because when you build, yeah. But I'm not studying here, right? I just built it. The same goes for him. He's not studying here. Yeah. That's why I haven't covered it. We need to be careful here because I have them laying flat, and they may be guided as if they are studying, because normally they will be up. Okay, cool. Right, so they send one to study on the level which one we said? C they cannot, then they go to A, which is this one, and then they go to this tile, then that tile, so they send one to study. And when you send the automa to study, they go to the But this is definitely studying. Yeah, because it's the automa. When you build the automa, let me read it. When you build, place a follower on a sacred site, just build. Gains 1 wisdom if studying when another player builds. Yeah. Okay. So I would say that when this one came here and built, they will go there. So this guy is going to build where? They cannot do to A, then they go to B, and they go here. Okay, let's say that. Right, so then they shift this one by 2. So this is going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. And then we have this automa. On C, they build and then they place. C is here. They cannot build, then they go to D. D is here. They cannot build there, but they can build there for sure. So they take this one and they build it there. And they place one of theirs there. Okay? And then they shift this column by 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Okay. My turn now. So let's see what we're going to do. I need to move possibly here or here. So let's first move. So 1, 2, and then I would say 3. Okay. No, 1, 2. No, before moving, I would do this. I would first use this one to move. And then they would go 1, 2, 3. Then I would use this one to form or corrupt a volcano. So I would place a volcano here and I will make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eruptions. So this one spills over to 1, so this becomes a 4. And then the other two are moved here, so this also becomes a 4. Nice. My first eruption. This one becomes a 3. My second eruption. This one becomes a 4. And this one becomes a 3. Spills there. This one becomes a 4.5 plus 1, so it spills there, so it's 4 plus 4, so this becomes a 4 and this becomes a 4. And I have concluded the eruptions. Okay, and so to avoid confusion, all of those placed by the automa on the automa player are already standing, okay? As indicated there. Mine were standing up because they just build the, so I'm going to keep having them up to differentiate from those so that we don't create any confusion, okay? Right. Okay, so first action would be to journey. Then second action would be I would use this one to journey. Yeah. Second action no, I would not journey. Let's start again. They were like that, right? So I would journey. I'm thinking about my combo. So anyway, let's first say that I'm going to journey. Okay. I would journey. 1, 2, 3. I need to step down. Okay, so I have 3. Then I would erupt. No, I would say I would journey, and then I would collide. So I would collide this one with that one to create a mountain. No, because you see, I don't have any shrines to build as a first level. So I need to go to build one either here, so I need to travel more. Okay, so I'm not going to get this one down. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3 with my journey, okay? So that will be this one. Then I would I'll do it with this one. Then I would erupt or form a volcano. Okay. So I would, I'm not sure about this one, because you see, these I don't count as all of them. I need to make sure if I'm playing it right, because do I have all these 3 abilities? Do I erupt 3, erupt 2, and erupt 1 plus 3? And here, do I move 3, do I move 2, and do I move 1 as well? I guess so. Otherwise, how can you reach out? So so basically, when you shift all tiles in a row, let's see it by that. When you shift all tiles in a row, right? Let's say this one. The outer row is connected, so shift all tiles in a row 1 space. Shift all tiles in a row 2 spaces, or shift all tiles in a row 3 spaces, and you can also move mountains, which you cannot move normally. Which I think I did at some point, by mistake. Which I would be cheating, but anyway. But anyway, remember the rule that you cannot move mountains, okay? So if I've done that, which I'm sure I've done, that was a mistake. Because I could not be moving mountains if I haven't upgraded this one. Okay, that's it. That's on my turn at least. But for sure, it wasn't me shifting the mountains, it was the automa, because the automa has already unlocked the ability to shift mountains, so it is allowed for the automa to shift the mountains. That's fine. So if I remember correctly, it was the automa shifting the mountains, not me. So that's fine. Yeah. So basically, I think I'm okay now, because I just checked something. The abilities extend the action, so you don't do all of them, you only do one. So you can either move shift by column 1, shift all tiles in a row by 1, by 2, or by 3. Okay, you decide. So it extends the action. Okay, so here I don't move 5, as I said, 6. So 1 plus 2, 3 plus 3, 6. I move up to 3. Okay, and here I can either do 3 eruptions, 2 it's less, or 2 eruptions, or 1 eruption and place 3 mountain. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so we're playing okay. So then I've used my first action to move. Okay. Then my second action here would be, as I said, to erupt. So I'm going to erupt 3 volcanoes, or rather 3 volcanoes. No, I'm not going to do that one. I think I'm going to I'm going to do that one. So I'm going to place volcano 3 here. Okay. And then, as a third action, I'm going to move a tile or a block of tiles. So using this one, so this one moves onto this one, so it creates a mountain, single movement. Yeah. No, these two move here. So these 3 move here. these two move here. So this creates a mountain and this moves here. Okay, so let's do that. And then that finishes my turn. Fine, now, the Automa. On level C, they place a sacred space, level C, area C, which is this one. So starting from the lowest number, C1, C2, C3, C4, C5. So they can place one here. Okay. That means they would place their shrine here. And they're going to place one of their followers there. Cool. Then this shifts by 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So this becomes very interesting now because for me it's something good. Then they ascend 1, so they go to 13 and then 14, and then it's the Automa, the green Automa. On B or D, they start with B. They build a sacred space. So B, they start from this one, then they go there. So for sure they're going to build this. Oh, sorry, they build a shrine. So they gain 2 wisdom. So the wisdom is on mountain and on temple. So then they build a shrine here. They send one of their worshippers there. Okay. And then the study. And then they gain 2 wisdom on the temple and on the arrow. Wow, I already have 6 victory points there. My turn. My turn would be, the whole idea was that I was trying to move here, so this shifted, right? But maybe I can shift land tiles again, okay? So they don't need to be connected, they just need to be 3 adjacent. Right. Yeah. So I'm moving. I'm sending these, sending one to study, okay? So let's send this one and that one. Sorry, this one to study. They're going to go where? When you send to study, you need to in action space, that the study action space play the followers on any unoccupied space on your player mat or on sacred sites. If your follower is not on your sacred site in the build, you do not gain wisdom. Okay, so I'm going to send it to study here. And then I'm using this one to move. Sorry, not this one. I was going to use this one to send to study. Then I'm using this one here to journey. So 1, 2, 3. No, before the journey, again, I would have sent this one to study. Okay, so this is my first action. So this one is sent to study here. Then my second one would be, no, I'm not going to send to study. I'm going to shift first these. So these are shifted by 1. Oh, the mountains cannot be shifted. Ooh, I cannot shift the mountains because I need to have upgraded all the way here, right? Ah. That's a bummer. Okay, but I can still shift this one here, and these are shifted by 3. So 1, 2, or 2. Okay, so this, no, I cannot use this one. There's a mountain there as well. Oh. Now it becomes extremely. Okay, so first of all, this was here. I didn't send anyone to study. So let me send this one to study. Here. Then this one erupts, so I make 2 eruptions. One is this one, so this one becomes a 4 with a 2-level volcano, and the 2 spills here becomes a 4, spills here, and then spills here becomes a 1. Okay, nice. That's my first action. As a second action, and again, that's my first action, to erupt. And I would have sent, that's my first action, to stand for study, and then the second is to erupt, okay? But I would have sent this one to study, I would assume, but anyway, okay, yeah. And the third one would be to journey. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. I'm done. Then it's the Automa. Area B. They build and they send one of their area B's here. They cannot build here, here, here. They already have, so they build there. Ah, oh, wait a minute. They build while I'm studying. That's nice, because they will build this one. Okay. They will send one of their meeples to study. Okay. But I'm also studying, so I'm also gaining wisdom. So it's this one, so I'm gaining access to that one. And then they also gain for the temple 3 wisdom. So 3 wisdom means 1 on the arrow, 1 on the mountain, and 1 on the monolith. And I do have 1 to place, okay, which I need to place immediately, or wait my turn. I suppose it's not my turn now, right? So once unlocked, the follower below is released and becomes, you may choose to immediately. Okay, immediately. That means he also sends 1. That means I'm sending it. Doesn't make sense for me to play immediately, right? In between turns. So I'm going to keep it there to use it when it's my turn. Okay, so it's this player's turn. On area A, they build. So they build, that's a green player here. So they will build there and place one of their, no, they have already green here, so they cannot build there. They cannot build there, they cannot build there, but there they can build. Right? Yeah, it goes there. Okay, and they send one of their followers. They also remove on A, the largest on the lower number, so A4 is done, A8 is removed, okay, and then they ascend 2, so 1, 2, and they go to 16. My turn now. Okay, now it's my turn. So let me see what I'm going to do. I also have one more action to place. So I would say, first of all, I need to I was studying there when, no, it was A here. So my turn now would be to move. So I'm moving this one by 3. That means that, okay, so it's going to move 3. Those are going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. This is going to move 3. No, wait a minute, they need to be adjacent. Wait a minute, not make a mistake here. Okay. And here we need to have one of those. I'm going to move. No, I cannot move because I still have a mountain there. Ah, shit, those 2 mountains. It becomes really difficult to shift if you haven't unlocked this one, to be honest. So that's my next one for sure. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to journey at least. I'm here, so. So I'm going to move a tile 1 space. I'm not interested in colliding because I just need to go and build on their, yeah, but yeah, let's collide them nonetheless. So, okay, so this one collides into this one and you get a mountain. Okay, cool. Then and I would have used, sorry, that one. Then I journey up, so 1, 2, okay, and then I build a sacred site. So I build my first temple. So this is here, and I'm building my temple here, which gives me 3 wisdom and 2 ascent. So 1, 2, okay, still not bad. So 2, and then I have 3 wisdom. So let's make it nice. So shifting with mountains is a must. I think I'm going to play here this one. So I'm going to unlock what's this ability? Let me check. It's for moving. May cross water edges. Yay, of course. 2. And then this one is may use 3 tiles as they were 4 when forming a mountain. Okay. But I would say better to, yeah. Oh, this one, okay. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Nice. So that was my first I journeyed. Then I build a sacred site, and now I will journey again. And I will go 1, 2, 3 to be down. Okay, my turn ended. So shuffling the discard pile. Sorry, I forgot this one. So 1 ascension. And they send 1 to study. I would imagine. There is no number. Yeah, there is no number here because you send it to your playmat. That's why. Okay. So maybe I should have done it already once because this guy already had it one. Okay, so I'm sending 1 to study, and then they ascend. Okay, and then the next one. Focusing on area B. I build, so he can build in level 2 on B and send 1 of his followers, and he gains 2 wisdom. 1 is here and 1 is there. Okay. Okay, my turn. And they ascend 1. So pop. Now it's going to go really fast towards the end of the game, so I need to quickly try to at least build something. So I can move mountains. That means I can send. Oh, I had 1 more action. My action would be to shift this one. So this would shift 1. Okay. 2. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and this would go 1 to here. And the reason for that is obvious, because now I want to go high up there in order to create one of my temples. Okay, cool. This is here. Let's put it like that. Okay, now my turn now would be to first journey. No, first and here we have one of those whenever we revealed. I would move a tile one space. Okay, so let's say I move what? I move this one diagonally here down, okay? Right, with this one, so I move here. Then, as a second action, I journey. So I would use this one to move here. And this one would move 1, 2, 3. And as a third one, I would build my tempo. And by building my tempo here, I would gain 2 ascension. So 1, 2, and 3 wisdom, which is perfect because it's 1, 2, 3. And that means I unlock this one and I can immediately take one action with it. So I would journey where? There I cannot place, there I cannot place, there I cannot place. I would move to collide those two like that and create a mountain. Okay, I've made so many mountains there. Right, now his turn. A, they build on A, so they can build 1, 2, 3, 4 here, so they build here, they build a tempo. They build a tempo and they gain 3 wisdom. 3 wisdom on the arrow, 1, 2, and the one here 3. And I will come back. Then this one shifts by 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. That's nice, and then they ascend 1, so they piggyback, they go to 19, and this guy on D they build, level D is here, so they can build their green, D1, D3, here they can't, green, no, they cannot build, they have nothing there. So they don't build, and they go to the next one, which a mountain is created, and then they build on the mountain. There's no mountain to be created, so they remove the largest area on C, which is this one here. Oh, bummer. Okay. And then they ascend 2. So 1, 2. It's almost done. I think I have one more round and they're going to win. They're going to finish the game. Okay, so my turn. I'm struggling to go where? The only place where I don't have a yellow, I don't think I have time to so let's say I'm doing what? Churning. And I send one to study. So when I journey, I go 1, 2, 3, no, 1, 2, 1, 2, okay. And then I send one to study. So I'm going to send this one to study here. Okay. That's my first journey. Second was to return to study, and then the third one would be to erupt. So let's add a level 3 volcano here. Okay. So I think I'm done because they play and then we'll finish the round. So on D they build on D. D is here. The blue does not have on D. Then on B they can build no. On no, but they can build this one. Yeah. And they gain 1 wisdom on the arrow. They cannot. Then on the arrow. That's it. Then and they also place one of their followers. Okay. And then it's this guy. They also do on the A. They build on A. They can't. Then on B. On B they can build here. No, they don't have. And then nothing happens. Okay, so my turn again. So I'm using this one to remove from study, return from study. So I'm taking this one plus that one from study. So when I return from study, you must place them on an action spot. So I'm placing them, let's say, here and here. So that means that I gain 2 wisdom. So this would be 1 here and 1 here. So my second one is to do what? My second would be to, let's say, journey. Okay, so this one goes down. 1, 2. Okay. And the third one would be to send to study. 1. Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. Because now it's finished for sure, because they build on B. They cannot build, but they can send to study. No, they remove 2, so they take from B2, they take 1 plus 1, so they gain 2 wisdom, 1 for the mountain and 1 for this, and then they ascend 1, boom, boom, and they finish the game. So only this one they're going to play. So on C and D they build and ascend. C, they build the sacred tile C. They can do that here on the lowest number. Yeah. They don't have anyone to send, but they do. Okay, they shift this column by 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, and then nothing happens. Okay, so that's the end of the game because someone reached the 20 ascension. So we calculate our score. So let's see what's the score. The green one has 12, 13, 19, No, wait a minute. These are 12. Okay. 1 per meeple. But per meeple where? They do have 1 meeple. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 20. And then 6 times 3, 18. So 38. Plus 3 plus 3. 28 plus 6. 24. Plus 8. 24 plus, sorry, I missed that. So 12 plus 8, 20, plus 18, 38. Okay, 38, plus 6, 44, plus 8, that's 52. So 52 for them. Plus 21, 50, 73. So they end up blue with 73. Green has 6 plus 6, 12, plus 8, 20, plus 12, 32, plus 15, 42, 40, 7 plus 6, 47 plus 6, 53. 53 plus 20, 73. And I have 3 per meeple. 3 times 8, 24. Plus 54, 34, 38, and then 38 plus 6, 44, plus 4, 48, plus 4, 62, if I'm counting correctly. But in any case, I'm losing because I have the lowest VP count from all 3 automas. In all of the cases, that was a fantastic experience. I really enjoyed it, very, very challenging. I'm sure I made a couple of mistakes here and there, but wow, what a game. Really, really great, and also as a solo as well.